Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, beautiful individual. Today, I would like to speak about beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the beholder can practice. Many of these types of spiritual perceptions are not given to you at birth or from your family or your friends or your culture. They are either bestowed upon you through grace in your life because you have gone through a whole lot of difficult things that, well, allowing you the insight allowed you to overcome these pains. Or you was born here and had the opportunities and the family and the culture and your friends to inculcate it within you from birth. There are these two different ways of initiation in a sense. The first one is the most painful because there you kind of have been feeling like you have not been able to fit in any kind of group with any kind of friends in your whole life. When you look back, you have had a few good friends that have always been sticking with you through thick and thin, and those are those that are closest to you and soul and spirit and such. But other than that, you have never truly connected in any kind of group because you have been taught and given lessons to by the divine and the spiritual realm so that you could become individualized, building a personality through your struggles. The struggles never lasts forever, and it is mostly in your early lives. Once you have reached a certain age and matured, it is up to us to work upon what we have gone through so that we can see the beauty in things. The more you know yourself and go through what you have gone through so that you know who you are and how you operate and your limitations in this life, so that you can fill your life with beauty. See and look for the beauty within every single situation and behind every physical form and behind every material gifts you are given and the gifts you give to others. The warmth behind these things, the spiritual reality behind why we human beings are human and why we go around humaning. We are very, very, very unique in the whole evolution of things. The freedom we are given to choose good or to stray away from the good is within all of us. And by having adversities, by having the hindrances, we become aware of what we have as values, what we would rather see happening in the world, and rather have your words and your sentences and what you speak have something of value, and not only splurt out whatever your mind can come up with to fill the silence. But if you are to fill the silence, at least fill it with depth and substance, things that brings and holds beauty, taken as an example, and insight. You can muse about the world constantly, and that is where the practice come in. You have every day, all day, more or less, to muse about your reality and everything around you. It is only up to us, and we can choose to put every kind of excuses in the way too. That is a choice too, and that is the freedom within us to choose what is good, to choose the interests we have and infuse them with our life force, which also requires faith. that there is something that gives you life force. Your inner sun, your inner fire. The beauty of truly living, the will to live, is in kind of its own beautiful. And by grabbing a hold of that, of course you are not frivolous. You are not wasting your time on sniffing a flower. But you definitely, when you sniff the flower, you truly, truly enjoy it, grateful for it, and thank you for the moment that is happening. And really, really take in the moment. Because when you do, you create an image of the moment in your memories. When you get away from the moment, you don't have it as a physical reality anymore. You can sit still, meditate, and take that memory out and see it for exactly as it was then. But that is what it is, a shadow picture of the past. So any experiences we have gone through and have a joy or pain about is just a shadow image. So by truly bringing life and reality into the moment, but also when you meditate and go back in memories and such, you can strengthen your ego, your I, your consciousness here and now to infuse things with beauty. You can see the beauty in things. You see the lessons in things. You start to see the string of happenings and occurrences in your life from the moment you started having memories to today. And you see what you have gone through and the purpose of it all, the meaning, the lessons. And you see, and you slowly, slowly grow in to become aware of why you are who you are today and where you are going. You get a glimpse of where you are going. We are kind of not allowed to know where we're going in that sense. We are only given the tools to work upon here and now so that we are going away, so that we are going to a direction that is more uplifting, healing, and spiritualizing instead of going downhill from here. It is only based on what actions we do right now. If we postpone, it will never happen. But if you start now, which you can become aware now, it is only based on your bravery and your courage, because no one will die trying here. It might feel like it, but that is only you. That is your fear of going within you, finding out who you are. But it is every single individual's responsibility to find the beauty within this work, to be sincere and honest about it. We have too many charlatans and too many people that act spiritual because it is a trend, and that is not truly the purpose of it. The purpose is truly to find the meaning behind life and to grab a hold of it so that you can grow with your soul, spirit, and body. When you have reached a certain age, you mature what you have already gained while you are experiencing new things. It is kind of a threefold way. Thing comes, thing are, and thing was. And what you had and what you experienced, you must contemplate on while you experience things now, and you are about to experience things in the future. It is kind of amazing the many layers of the humanity we have. And then we also have the fourfold humanity, the ego, the astral, the etheric, and the physical body. Then that is also 4 layers with 3 possible new layers that we can strengthen and become conscious of over lifetimes. It takes lifetimes, and it requires to realize the feeling of reincarnation and many lives and where we come from. And also to take responsibility for what is happening right now, because we all have come from the past. We all have come from the cultures that have allowed for a lot of this chaos in this world, but also of many of the things that are good. So to cultivate and to build and to truly go into growing within you, within me, within all of us individually, what is good and what is moral, ethical and loving, warm. But this is a choice we all make for ourselves. If we are choosing to be warm, or if we choose to be cold and distant and isolated. There are a difference. You feel the difference. I could choose to isolate and to feel bitter and hateful of the world right now, and then I just close myself off. Then I won't be enjoyable to listen to, because that is just something I concoct for myself. It is a subjective thing. But the world in itself as a spiritual reality is truly a loving, warm place that requires us to choose it to be. But it is a constant war of our own other opinion. That is kind of our own shadow side that is complaining about things. And then we have the good side that is enjoying and appreciating. And then we are the experiencer of all of this. So how much control and how much awareness do you have of it? Your inner warfare, your inner battlefield that constantly is in motion and in turmoil? Or are you one of the few lucky that have inner peace and constant harmonious interactions with others? That happens too. They are rare, but it happens. Enjoying life. I think that was everything for today. Thank you, you beautiful, beautiful individual, for being here today. I love you all, and may you find your path and your individual beauty for life. And thank you. Love you all. Goodbye.